Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Cozy Corner. I'm your host, Nicole. I want you to take a moment with me. Close your eyes if you can. Imagine the first truly warm day of the year. The sun is leaning against your shoulder like an old friend. In my studio today, I have a small vase of tulips on my desk, and their bright petals reminded me of why we love this season so much. Spring is not just a change in weather, it is a change in our spirit. Today, I have handpicked 4 books that are perfect for this nourishing phase of your journey. These are stories about women finding their strength, about nature's quiet wisdom, and about the magic that happens when we finally allow ourselves to bloom. These books are ideal for intermediate learners because they use descriptive, emotive language that touches the heart. So, let's open our first page together. Our first journey takes us away from the gray, rainy streets of London to a medieval castle on the Italian coast. We are talking about The Enchanted April by Elizabeth von Arnim. The story begins with 2 women, Mrs. Wilkins and Mrs. Arbuthnot. They are living lives that feel colorless. Their marriages are cold, and the London rain never seems to stop. One day, they see an ad in the newspaper. To those who appreciate wisteria and sunshine, small medieval Italian castle to let for the month of April. They decide to be brave. They find 2 other women to share the cost, and they fly, or rather, they travel to the shores of Italy. What I love about this book for English learners is the contrast. The author uses very different words to describe London versus Italy. London is shabby, gray, and heavy. Italy is luminous, fragrant, and crystalline. As you read or listen to the story, you can actually feel the thawing of their hearts. There is a beautiful scene where they arrive at the castle at night, and when they wake up the next morning, they are surrounded by mountains of purple wisteria and the sparkling blue of the Mediterranean Sea. The language becomes so romantic and descriptive. It teaches us that environment matters. If you want to improve your English, surround yourself with luminous things. Listen to voices that make you feel peaceful. This book reminds us that sometimes all we need is a change of scenery to remember who we really are. Next, we move to the heart of the English countryside with a book that feels like a warm blanket, The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame. You might think this is just a children's book because the characters are a mole, a water rat, and a badger. But the English used here is some of the most sophisticated and beautiful in all of literature. It is perfect for intermediate learners who want to move beyond basic conversation and start understanding the music of English. The story begins with the mole. He is doing his spring cleaning in his dark underground home. Suddenly, he feels a divine discontent. He throws down his brush and says, "Bother," and hangs spring cleaning. He pushes his way up to the surface and discovers the river for the first time. The way Grahame describes the riverbank is purely magical. He talks about the babbling of the water and the rustling of the reeds. This book celebrates the art of slow living. There is a famous line where the water rat says, "Believe me, my young friend, there is nothing, absolutely nothing half so much worth doing as simply messing about in boats." For us, in our high-tech world, messing about in boats means taking the time to enjoy a hobby without a goal. It means listening to a podcast just for the beauty of the words, not just for a test score. The Wind in the Willows teaches us about the loyalty of friends and the deep peace that comes from being in nature. It is a very nourishing read for a quiet spring afternoon. Now, let's travel across the ocean to a small, magical town in North Carolina. Our third book is Garden Spells by Sarah Addison Allen. This is a story about the Waverley family women. They have a garden that is famous for its enchantments. The apple tree in their backyard throws apples at people. The flowers they grow can influence people's hearts. One sister, Claire, creates food that can make people feel hopeful or peaceful or even fall in love. This book is a wonderful example of magical realism. It blends the normal world with the extraordinary. For English learners, the vocabulary here is rich with sensory and culinary details. You will learn the names of herbs like lavender, rosemary, and lemon verbena. You will hear about the tangled history of a family and the whispers of a magical garden. But beneath the magic, this is a story about belonging. It's about two sisters who were afraid to be themselves because they were different. Spring, in this book, represents the moment they finally stop hiding. They realize that their magic is actually their greatest strength. If you have ever felt different or out of place while learning English, maybe you felt shy about your accent or worried that you didn't fit in, this book will remind you that your unique voice is your magic. You don't need to be like everyone else. You just need to tend to your own garden. Our final book today is deeply romantic, but also deeply moving. The Language of Flowers by Vanessa Diffenbaugh. The protagonist, Victoria, is a young woman who has spent her entire life in the foster care system. Because she was hurt so many times, she has forgotten how to use words to express her feelings. She is silent, sharp, and defensive, but she discovers a secret language, the Victorian language of flowers. In the Victorian era, people used flowers to send messages they were too shy to say out loud. Victoria learns that lavender means mistrust, moss means maternal love, and honeysuckle means devotion. This book is a beautiful exploration of resilience. Victoria starts a new life working in a flower shop, helping people tell their stories through blossoms. As she helps others, she begins to heal her own heart. For you, listening to this, I think there is a powerful lesson here. English is a language of words, yes, but it is also a language of emotions. Sometimes, when we can't find the perfect word, we can find a metaphor. We can find a flower. This book is excellent for intermediate learners because it shows how one person can rebuild their life through a passion. It's a story about blooming in difficult soil. Even if you feel like you are in difficult soil right now, maybe life is hard or work is stressful, remember that with the right nourishment, you can still produce something beautiful. We have traveled from Italy to the English River, to North Carolina, and into the heart of a flower shop. These 4 books are my gift to you this spring. Before we say goodbye today, I want to leave you with one small task. Don't worry, it's not homework. I want you to pick one flower in your life today, one small thing you are grateful for, and try to describe it in English in the comments. Is it a lush green park? A crisp morning air? Or maybe just a cozy cup of tea? Remember, Nicole is here every week to tend to this garden with you. You are not alone in this journey. If you found peace in today's episode, please subscribe and share it with a friend. Let's make this corner grow together. I'm Nicole. Thank you for being part of the Cozy Corner. Keep reading, keep listening, and most importantly, keep blooming.